Pokemon mystery boxes have taken the world by storm over the last year or so, and it's easy to see why. While it's important to do your research before making purchases, many YouTubers and card shops have done a great job at balancing the amount of cost with the potential reward to make a fun transaction for both sides. If done well, the seller can ensure a profit while the buyer has a chance at a product they wouldn't be able to afford on their own. These products also allow access to Japanese cards, things that I don't always have access to. Today we'll be getting into this Japanese Mega Pack bundle from PokeCollect. I've opened a couple items from PokeCollect in the past, and I'd say usually they're pretty fair. They're not giving crazy low prices, but they do mystery packs where you can get somewhere around your value back, and I've found them to be pretty trustworthy so far, so I'm excited to get into this one today. I recently started collecting some Japanese packs, so we have like V-Star, EV Heroes, 151, and some of the more common sets, but I want to start collecting a lot of the special sets, and this bundle here comes with 6 packs, regular packs, with one special set, which is here in the middle. We'll probably end up opening more of the common sets here on the side and maybe saving one of the special sets. If I get a duplicate of one of the ones I already have, I might open that just for fun. But hoping I can get something good today and see what happens. So I'll grab my knife here and we can get into it. Hopefully I don't cut my camera here or any of the packs that I have been saving. There we go, a nice seal on there. Let you know how legit this product is. You never know what you're gonna get with a lot of these, but PokeCollect has actually been pretty good in my experience. I've watched a couple people open some things, and I've opened some myself. A beautiful seal that will just get in around here without cutting all the cards in half, we hope. There we go. Let's see what we got. Alright, so I don't know what order they're going to come out of this in, but it's like a nice solid brick here for presentation. Oh, comes with a couple cards as well. I guess I should actually read the box a little bit better. There's also 2 Japanese premium foil cards, so those could be fun. Totally knew those were part of this entire time, and excited to see what they are. So let's start with some of those. First one here. They're back to back, so fake out on that one. Gotta actually take them out of the sleeve. Okay, so we have, ooh, oh my gosh, that's the Pidgey from 151, I think. Oh no, sorry. So we got the Pidgey from Obsidian Flames, which is pretty great. An art rare there, which is actually one that I really wanted. So I didn't even know this pack came with loose cards in it, but really cool to have this one, as well as the Venusaur from 151, Venusaur EX from 151. So I have the Blastoise in English. Now I have the Venusaur. Maybe I can get a Charizard one of these days in one of these sets, but these are actually solid as the foil cards that come out of this, so I'm pretty pumped about that. All right, I sat down to do this opening without any sleeves or top loaders, so now that I have some of those, we can keep them here properly. So I mean, that's so cool. I've actually really been looking for this card and have never pulled it, so already off to a good start. So now with the cards aside, we can get into some of the packs and see what we're gonna get. So we're starting with Obsidian Flame, or Ruler of the Black Flame is the Japanese version of it, so maybe we can get a Charizard out of that one. I think this one is Future Flash, one of the Paradox Rift, one half of the Paradox Rift, along with Ancient Roar, I want to say, which is also part of Paradox Rift, so kind of 2 halves of Paradox Rift, which is cool there. I believe this one is Triplet Beat, if I'm not mistaken. And that's either I don't know if that's the base set or the Paldea Evolved, but that one's also from Scarlet and Violet era. This one looks like Chilling Rain. I think this one is Snow Hazard. Looks kind of like Chilling Rain, but I believe the Japanese set for it is Snow Hazard. It's a little more recent than Chilling Rain, because it's also, I think this is also from the Paldea region. We have Raging Surf, which is one of the ones from my current collection, so we'll definitely open that. Maybe get a Garchomp. And the special set is going to be another V-Star, so I have a second one of those, so I'll definitely open this one. And this is a great set. There's like a 50% hit rate or something crazy, so we'll see what we can get out of this one. You know, I told myself I was going to try and add to my collection, my sealed collection here, but I think that I can feel that degenerate vibes within me just wanting to see what's in these packs. So I'm not gonna save any of these. I'm gonna open all of them right here. So let's get into it and see if we can get anything exciting from these Japanese packs. So we'll start with Raging Surf here. I think the one I want to get most from this pack is going to be the Groudon. That Groudon art rare from this one is probably the top chase I would have from the set, and I haven't opened any of them yet, so see what we can get. Don't know if there's any kind of card trick here. There's the English set, there's no code card. Don't know if there's a card trick, but we'll start with the little Manaphy. Have a little Flamingo, not sure the actual name. This guy, a little Buzzy Man. I forget the names when I'm on the spot, but I see this one in Pokemon Go all the time. And a Zacian, that sort of thing. And then, just it's not the evolution one. I don't know what this one is, but I use it in the game every once in a while, but I think the hit from this one is the Zacian. Alright, so that was Raging Surf. And I mean, I'm gonna keep all the Japanese cards just because I find these ones so cool, and I have a tough time coming across these cards. Good luck editing all of this stuff myself later. Alright, got a little Slowbro, Slowpoke, Frigibacks. Ooh, what's going on in the background there? Pretty cool. Ooh, there we go. The Chien something. Forgot what this one's called, honestly, but nice to get an EX card. I know this is one of the legendaries or whatnot from the newest game, a game of which I did not play, so pretty sweet to have this. These cards also feel different than English ones, so I'm not sure if they actually are different, but definitely a different feel to them. I'm gonna steal the real Breaking Nate noise when he puts these cards in the MVP section with his something like that. All right, and next into Triplet Beat. So Triplet Beat, I don't have super high hopes for, but we'll see what we can get. Yeah, now that I actually can get into this pack, see what fun awaits us here. It's like a Tink-a-Tink, little Motham thing, a Sprigatito, Boss's Orders. Man, I am just always pulling the Boss's Orders in these packs. Get a little bit of Ancient Roar. And there are some very cool cards from these packs. Mienfoo, a Loudred. Here we go. That's maybe the de-evolution, something like that. Into the Exploud, and that's about it. Man, that's a small pack. All right, let's see if we got something from Future Flash. Nothing great from Ancient Roar from going back in the past, but maybe something better if we go into the future. I'll take a tick again. From there. Nope, nothing too nuts here. Alright, let's get a Charizard. Get a good Charizard from this one. I've opened plenty of Obsidian Flame with no luck. So maybe Ruler of the Black Flame will be a little bit nicer to me. Alright, Rockruff. Got the Togetic. A Pidgey. I always love a Pidgey. And no, we got the Ninetales instead. And Stunfisk, I believe. Alright, got the high hopes for some V-Star. So let's see what comes out of it. I know there's a pretty high hit rate, so hopefully that holds true for this one. The set also feels a little bit thicker. The last one's had, seems like about 5 cards for each one, and this one seems like quite a bit more. So we'll start with the Regice. The Voltorb. It's the newer one. Getting a little nervous here. Going through these, they're all beautiful though. Ooh, a Palkia V. Very cool. I will absolutely take a Palkia V. See this one in the TCG all the time. It's played against me. I don't usually use it as often, but maybe I'll look into it a little bit more. And that'll do it. Ooh, along with this shiny energy as well. So that's pretty sweet. All right, awesome. For a quick bonus clip, I've also been trying to learn Japanese through Duolingo so I can read some of these cards and have a little bit of fun with it. And I always find it interesting when the English side of things lines up with the Japanese spelling for some things. So I'm used to calling this card the origin form Palkia, but from the the symbols or the letters at the top, what it says from what I know so far is Origin Parukia V, and I'm learning that paru is the word for pearl in Japanese. So while I probably butchered that, it's kind of fun to see how close the Japanese version is to the English, because sometimes the Japanese name is completely different from what we call it in English. So it's fun to see where they line up, and then to see that that's actually deriving from the Japanese word for pearl. So just thought that was fun as a little interruption here. Anyways, back to the originally scheduled content. So full transparency, that didn't go anything like I expected it to. I wanted to add more to my sealed collection here, which is why I got this box, but seeing that the special set I got was the V-Star that I already had, I ended up opening everything. So now I just have the wrappers from those. Some of the hits that I got are pretty cool. For 7 packs, not too many, but the Palkia V, which I see on the TCG all the time, so pumped to have this one. It's nice to be able to actually touch it and feel it. The Wo-Chien from one of the newer sets is pretty cool. It's an EX, not one I've seen too much of, but a cool hit to have. This energy that has the foil around it, I really like these foils. I really like them in 151 as well, so I have a couple of those. I'm not sure I had the electric energy yet in those sets, so happy to have this one. And then the 2 that came in the box to begin with, so the Venusaur EX from 151 and this Pidgey art rare or illustration rare out of Obsidian Flame, or again, Ruler of the Black Flame. I keep mixing the 2 up, but this is probably the top hit that I got so far, and that didn't even come from one of the packs. So again, this was fun to open and to jump into. I highly recommend the PokeCollect products. As for pricing, I think it was about it was just under $30 because it went on sale. I think it's usually closer to 40, but to get 7 packs and a couple extra hits for just under 30 bucks in Japanese cards, which are harder for me to get or find without going to my local card shop, I was pretty excited to see. So highly recommend those products. Hopefully you enjoyed this opening, and we'll see you next time.